Because that just hit me. That's going to be fun.
There we go. And we are live.
Yeah. Oh. It's a dull gray. Okay. Ooh. Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I have read magic once a day.
Anywho, let's get on with it.
I remember somebody that wanted to have read magic.
All right. And so the recap. All right. So, we come back to our heroes. After a pitched battle in the winter weather, seeing the ghastly specters of the past coming together, witnessing a blood ritual, and seeing a disturbed spirit come back, enraged. The party managed to defeat said spirit, but only in the end did they see what it had done. As the creature fled, it tampered with the ritual that had summoned it, creating a strange pillar in its wake. The party examined the pillar to discover the faces of local people they recognized in the robes of the cultists that had performed the ritual. With this knowledge having shaken them, they reported their findings to the mayor, who rewarded them for their work and gave them jurisdiction to investigate within his city. And so, 2 months have passed, and our heroes have spent time training and doing other activities. We'll come back to them now, at breakfast at the Smiling Orc. As tavern music. As it's a fairly normal morning here at the Smiling Orc Tavern, Rogor is slinging drinks and serving food. Hello? Did I lose the party?
No, you did not.
Okay. Well, now what are all of you doing this morning? And as a note, Rogor is bit big for. I have not noted this to you before. He's really big for a half orc. In the few times you've seen him, in the few times over the past couple of months that you've seen him bicker with the captain of the guard, they have been face to face.
Big like fat or big like tall?
Really fucking tall.
Oh. He
Oh,
stands
wow.
nose to nose with Jumai when Jumai's in full armor.
I forget. He's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty fucking big then.
And just on that note, to those who wish to roll nature, may. It's a bit of a hard check.
Does Doravan have any bonus since he is particularly familiar with this subject?
I'll give him a +5. He's lived with him long enough.
Okay. And that... 5...
Shizzy is
Submit.
preoccupied with the plate of bacon in front of her.
Dorvan gets a 16 despite rolling in that one.
Yes. You can't entirely think of it. You know that orcs are, and even half-orcs tend to be very physically powerful. Maybe he's just an oddity? Maybe he's part giant? As you pass the mug off to the patron in front of you, who distracted you slightly with a bawdy joke. Jawa, I'll say that's good enough.
Yeah, knocked over that cup thing and ate the water, so I just have to go for shorts.
It's a little known thing, but your tribe, your people, servitors kind of know this, due to having fought with orc tribes in the south. The older an orc gets, the bigger they get. The more powerful physically they get.
Okay.
We're like trees.
They're akin to a tree or a dragon in that way.
Interesting.
Question.
Something just cracked me.
Question. How often has Shizzy tried to break up the argument between those two?
Probably not often.
Actually, the drawback of Headstrong, you feel compelled to correct every action argument that contradicts your worldview.
Okay, tell you what, roll me a wisdom check for Shessie.
Can you hand me that Q-tip?
This isn't going to end well. Oh!
Okay.
Apparently Shezzy is wiser
Shessie,
than
you have
seems.
not caught in the middle of what sometimes turns into a brawl between good friends.
Goliaths and orcs are both known for being quite the rowdy bunch.
Yeah. There's a reason there's such a wide spot over here. That's where they tend to get into brawls. If they argue.
Okay. Yes, she tried a couple times,
And
then
they
she's
have
realised that
fallen
they're
on
just-
her.
Yes, and she's realised that they're joking with each other mainly.
Oh!
She's realized they aren't trying to
Maybe
kill each
not.
other.
Yeah.
Even when
Maybe
they're
not.
really pissed.
Joking, but... yeah.
Moving on. Alex.
Yeah, mein Vier.
You've been active doing things this last 2 months. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been procuring wealth, checking out the town, gathering some information on people, making new friends.
Alright. Then do me a favor. Since you brought that up, I'd
Sure.
like you to make the first roll for gathering information. Roll me a diplomacy.
Yeah, what would it... Diplomacy,
As that is
Uh,
what this gather information is no longer a skill in Pathfinder.
yeah, that's...
And was
Well, I
merged
thought
into
you-
diplomacy.
I was thinking maybe instead of being diplomatic about this, I just, you know, it kind of snuck around town listening in on conversation.
If you want to play it that way, roll me perception.
I like that. That's what I do best.
And then follow it with a quick history just to see how much you remember.
Sure. Lucky number 13. All right.
Oh. Alright. Now, okay. I'll keep these results in mind. We'll come back to you.
Lucky number 13. Cool.
Jala, you've been active the past couple of months. What I remember, you went to pester the local wizard.
I mean, pester Is pester the right word? I wouldn't say pester. I would more choose. I would choose a different word. I don't know what word I would choose currently, but that's fine.
Pester's
Pester,
the
I
word
guess, is
Bry
fine.
would pick.
I've done nothing wrong.
In that time, you have managed to acquire several new spells. Mainly because you managed to get Bright to get his familiar a good chunk of exercise. Kettle is no longer a chunky cat.
He perhaps has a bit more disdain for servitors after this, however.
Only mildly.
I mean, I was just doing what I was told to do, but fair enough.
Oh, don't worry. You're not getting it as bad as the wizard probably is. That poor bastard. Don't
No.
you know? Don't bother trying to get the Grimalkin to do something he doesn't want to do. Everyone suffers.
Yeah. But since you were in his shop, go ahead and roll me a perception and history as well. Just to see if you heard any gossip from customers while you were looking over his notes and scrolls.
Alright.
Okay. We'll come back to you on that. Shezzy,
Okay.
what have you been
Yes.
doing the past 2 months?
Basically staying in place, making, doing her tasks. An alchemist, blowing yourself to pieces, getting healed.
Wait. Like, physically staying in one specific place. As in one spot in time and space.
Basically doing what
That's
she
a
normally
badass
does.
skill.
Anyway,
That is, yeah, I'd have to say that's a nifty skill. Watch the universe go by in the blink of an eye.
Yes, though she has been like past to the one like investigating. She's been passing like infusions that might help their work, like might help what they're doing. Like for example, on one day she'll give
alright.
keen senses to Alex.
Don't need to elaborate. I will keep that in mind.
But it gives, for example, keen senses gives a
Yeah,
plus
you don't
2
need to elaborate.
perception and.
You don't need to elaborate. I've got it. Alright. Going up the list. Koran. For the last 2 months, you have been doing physical training. I would like you to roll perception and history as well, because you have been among the guards during repairs. Not just the guards, but also anyone who is a carpenter or stonemason in the city. And talk tends to get around between them. After all, what else are they gonna do when they're working? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Rumel? What have you been doing for the past 2 months?
I would have been working as a blacksmith slash enchanter for the last 2 months.
Right, you've had an apprenticeship. Well then. During your apprenticeship, first, for your apprenticeship work, roll me a quick arcana. I want to see if this goes anywhere. Actually, make it arcana and spellcraft.
How do I... That's an...
Alright, that's good enough. You learned a little bit during your apprenticeship for that. So I know you took the Master Craftsman feat, so whatever craft skill you're using for armor, add a 1 miscellaneous bonus to your craft skill. As a benefit of your time from your apprenticeship. And you may note it in there as a training bonus.
Say that again.
Note a +1 training bonus on your craft armor making. And then
Okay.
after that, roll me a perception and history during your time with your master during your short apprenticeship. See if you picked up anything from his customers or some of his other apprentices. Okay. Now, last but not least, Doravan. You've been doing your normal routine to the nth degree, but going a bit above and beyond. You may roll me diplomacy, perception, or perception and history, whichever you like for gathering information. Doravan? Ah, shoot.
I think we lost him.
Just kidding.
Hold on, I'm here. I had muted myself, and I
Okay.
forgot I had muted myself.
Yep.
Doravan has been pulling double shifts because of a certain ring that he came into possession to as of a week after the 2 months started.
Mhm.
And I roll both the perception and history for his time when he's training at the churches, and a gather information for his time working among the poor on his other shift.
Roll diplomacy for the second part. Roll perception history for the first shift.
Okay. Here's the perception and history. Perception. Does Doravan get any bonuses on this?
I'm gonna say no since you're kind of double dipping shifts.
That's fine.
Okay. Then the history to see how much you'll remember of this. Okay.
And diplomacy. So yeah. Okay. That's what Doravan's done with his time.
Alright. So, I'm gonna go down the list. Just to give you all the information, and then you can go through it in character. Alex? You didn't get as
Aye.
much as you'd like, but your contact you met, who helped you fix your eyesight problem.
And my heart problem.
Yes. You mentioned there was a little something going around in the city.
Yeah.
People have been getting...
God.
To be specific, people, the one thing he noticed that people have been getting sick lately. Can't trace to what, though.
Must be some outbreak of some new unseen virus.
I don't know. As he closes his jacket and shuffles away.
Yeah, it must have been the cod.
Anyway.
20.
Jala. In your time in the shop, among the shuffling of paper and the bickering of the two Grimalkin, you do hear some of the people come in looking for remedies. Mostly for... Best way to put it, you know what? Make me a quick heal check, actually, to go with this. But I'm pretty sure you'll get it. Yeah, it's not terribly high. You're pretty sure what they're asking for would be for food poisoning. Now, go on.
Is there like a specific place, like a specific pattern that all people seem to come from, who are looking for remedies for food poison?
A lot of these people seem to be a lot lower income. Like, you notice that their clothing isn't as in good a shape, or it's well worn, or it's got a lot of patching.
Okay.
Alright, Corin, as you're working about the city, you hear from among the workers rumors of these mysterious, very mysterious sludge creatures that have been wandering the city at night. They're talking like, I heard the tallest two men, and they could climb the walls, and they rip open the streets and go back under. They're like, my friend's cousin's brother said he saw one and it melted in the sun. So a lot of hearsay on your end, unfortunately.
I'd still let Dad and party all over.
Yeah. Alright, Rumel. To be honest, you don't remember much. You're more focused on your work. And even with that perception, with that knowledge roll, unfortunately you don't remember as much. What you remember most is the sounds of the forge and the chanting and all that.
Burning energy as it goes into the armor.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Doravan. Now to you.
Once again, proving that the healer doesn't have to just be a healer; they can also be a skill monkey.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll start with your time in the temples. The time you spent at the temple is Sarenrae, primarily. This is where most of the sick tend to go.
It's also where he would go for training as a surgeon,
Mm-hmm.
which is what he was doing.
Very recently, in the past couple of months, more people have ended up there. And from what people can tell...
I take it I'm going to need to roll a heal check on this?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a heal check.
Am I going to be counted as having used a healing kit for this?
No.
And is
No,
that
I'm going to count
cost-
this. You're more so trying to diagnose this.
There are things in a heal kit that are meant for diagnosis, so it would still take the use of a
Yes,
heal
but
kit.
the temple is providing supplies for anyone who's
Okay.
working with them, so you're fine.
There's... There.
Okay. What you're seeing is a variety of things. Some of these people have come in... Well... the majority of them just have food poisoning. Really, really bad food poisoning. You saw a couple cases of filth fever.
Ooh.
But one of the more common cases you saw amongst the lower, from the poorer districts, was dysentery.
Okay.
What they
Doravan would have paid attention to specifically which areas had the most people making cases. Where were they coming from?
A lot of them are from the poorer districts. You'd see a few faces you recognize that you've helped before.
Probably. He probably remembers more people from the poor districts than from the rich districts, given
Yeah.
his proclivities as a healer. How high did I roll on that?
36.
Oh, got above a 10.
Yeah.
Oh no, I meant the actual die roll.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Anyway, you go through all that.
So
now,
the
I'll
poor
let
people.
all of you discuss. You all have your pieces of information.
I am sharing my
Brother.
information.
Drogar,
Hmm? Yeah.
have you been hearing about any problems with shipments of food having gone bad recently? Especially anything headed for the poor sector? Something's amiss.
Not that I know of. A lot of the food a lot of it I've checked myself to help the guard, and it's always fresh going in. Or as fresh as we can get it, anyway.
Then why are we getting rashes of cases of food poisoning and even filth fever in the poor district?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Have you checked the water?
Unless there was shit backing up in the streets, we shouldn't be having filth fever in the poor district.
He just closes his eyes and just stops cleaning the mug in his hand. Could be sewer problems or... Well, the mayor's brought up a little of what you brought up. Maybe that cult you mentioned is involved.
Yeah, Dorvan just stopped for a few moments. You guys continue with your turn. Dorvan is just...
Fair. Jala wouldn't have shared anything with you guys. She would just, I'm going to go check out the poor district of town. Do any of you want to go with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
She kind of nods.
Alright.
Give me a couple minutes. I need to, I don't want to go in person, if you get my drift.
Okay.
Why, Alex?
Let's just say it's better to go unnoticed in a place that you might be looking for trouble.
I noticed.
I have no idea what that means, but okay.
He tells the knight to go in unnoticed. No, the knight's gonna go unnoticed.
Yeah, Dorvan and Ramel don't have an unnoticed function.
Shezzy kind of flicks to her
Or
Her-
does he?
her formula book, looking at the potion, like at the formula she knows, and goes, "That won't work. That's only for undead. That is only for an item. That's only for that. That'll make my arms longer. That'll make me stop stinking."
Shez.
Wait a minute. Did Chezzy just say that'll make me not a slinky?
No, not stinky.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of hard to not smell like a sewer.
But everybody loves a slinky.
I do have something, but Dorvan?
Shezzy, could you test the water when we get back?
Yes. Dorvan?
Yeah.
Shizzy starts point.
Koran,
Do you-
yes and yes.
Do you want me to disguise
Alex,
you?
Alex, you would not need to put a point into linguistics if Koran takes the time to teach you the language.
Shizzy's kind of pointing at Alex and Dorvan. Do you want? Do you two want disguising? She's doing this kind of excitedly.
Alex is not there.
Yep.
There's Alex.
There's
disappeared.
an Alex-shaped what's it called dotted line.
And yes, Koran, that point does go into strength. Let me look here.
When you look over to talk to Alex, you see an Alex-shaped dotted line with 3 question marks that blinks a moment and then vanishes.
Ding, ding, ding.
I thought Alex wanted to not be noticed.
Yeah. Alex doesn't get
I was going to disguise. He says quite obviously.
Frustrated Shezzy noises.
That's about right.
And yes, Dorvan would know exactly what she's talking about.
Okay. So yeah,
She's-
Dorvan would be Dorvan appears to be processing some information right now.
Dory?
You know the Windows Wait logo?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was gonna make a joke that Dory's trying to find themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Alex, fuck yeah.
All right. So, Corin will trade Necrol for Sylvan. That way we're good to go.
Pretty much like when I'm not working, we're like using flashcards.
Yes.
Flashcard. What's this word? Wait, that's not a word. That's a phrase. That means go fuck yourself. Oh, damn it.
Also, Necrol is horrible to hear.
I know, and it fits. Alright. Oh, Lydia, if you would please, because I don't know how much time it's going to take for the disguise to take place. I think it's a D3
Go on.
in time. Let me double check with the skill.
Do so.
It is a D3 times 10 minutes of work. So, do you want me to roll it, or do you
roll
want
it.
to roll it? Okay.
There
Oh
you go.
wow!
10 minutes.
The one time I wanted it to actually be 10 minutes. Cool. So after 10 minutes, Alex will come down in their new disguise.
There you go.
Mm. Can the people in the can we all make checks to work out if that's Alex underneath the disguise?
I believe that's just perception.
Like, in reality, Jola doesn't care.
Nope,
Anyone
that
else?
appears to be an entirely new person.
What's up, bro?
Me.
Just turns around. What's up, bro? Goes back to his drink.
As soon as you look back, the scorpion's just going, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey." On the fucking counter. Someone looks at him. He stops.
Stares at him.
Basically doing the group, the baby group, plant pot dance. Whenever someone looks at him, he stops.
Especially Koran, since he has that abnormally cold cup on him all the time. Scorpion doesn't like the coldness of the cup. It's from the plane of fire.
Well, if Alex isn't here in another 5 minutes, we should probably just leave.
Yeah.
That nice young person. Oh, they went out a window.
Of course they did.
Just blink. First time seeing him in 2 months and they just ditch us. Okay, I see how it is. See, I told you he abandoned me.
Donovan face palms. Okay,
See, like
one person
we first-
went upstairs, one person came back down the stairs. I'm pretty sure I know who that is.
Mel leans in. I've been drinking.
Could
Who
have
is it?
you tell if it was actually them or not, because good God, the hell is up with that?
This is Rumel leans in. I've been drinking. Who is that?
That's old man Lee.
You. How you doing, son?
Shizzy leans
Hi,
down.
Joe son.
Shizzy leans down to Calder and says, "Calder, sniff," and points at the old man.
Uh-huh.
Shezzy, that's rude.
Think Caldo will wander over and sniff.
Oh,
And sit
what
down.
do you
And
put your nose there, puppy?
he just goes like a big old husky and walks back.
If he didn't know who it was, if Calder wasn't
He's just gonna give you a
familiar with
confused
the
look
person.
when he comes back. Like I don't know what you want me to do there.
Jola's just
Okay,
gonna leave
boss.
now.
Okay, boss. I sniffed him, boss.
Anyway, looks like Jala's leaving.
She's leaving. She doesn't have the patience for this.
Hold on, Jala. I'll come with you. Dorvan would follow Jala.
all right.
Shizzy
Anyone else
runs with
following?
Calder and also follows.
All right.
Thomas is gonna go look at these wonderful new people. He's gonna follow them.
All right. I will move the party to the map.
Yeah. Rumel will just put his hand over the scorpion and he'll just absorb into his hand and he'll just get up and walk away.
Commence the suck.
Lena.
Not a perfect map, but it'll do. Now,
Home for map.
That's a good map. Don't knock your map making skills.
I didn't make it. I had to find one
So-
because I couldn't figure out how the map
Ah.
works. Now,
Wow, that's fucking huge.
it is.
It
That's what
reminds
she
me of
said.
Attack on Titan.
Now,
Oh,
I'm expecting these giant naked people to come fight us.
just to
No,
give
no,
you
no,
some
no,
ideas
no, 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 no.
are, I use Shala as the party's token for movement, as she's the first one to leave.
Damn.
Where's the poor
Hold on.
district? It's
Poor districts
over here.
are primarily over here.
Dorvan would likely lead Jala in that direction rather directly, since he is very familiar with the direction of the poor district.
Shizzy would casually ride along Extolling
Dor-
the virtues
Dor-
of various
Dorvan,
eateries.
Dorvan would hop on Huronk, actually, now that I think about it, since he just bought the donkey a nice new saddle.
Yes.
Uronk will look at you.
Yes. Shezzy would be extolling the virtues of various eateries as they go through the town.
Each
Like-
time you mention an eatery, call the sneezes.
Just because you don't eat, she mutters every time.
You forget. Each time you've been out to eat somewhere, he's had a malfunction where he's smashed his face into the floor.
Maybe you made him a little too animalistic. He wants to eat, but he has no mouth.
Robot! Where does a young whippersnapper get a nice mechanical friend like that?
Alright,
Are-
so I'll say...
Are you intentionally trying to do Mel Brooks pretending to be an old man?
No, actually, I'm not. It just happens to work that way very well.
Alright, so the party...
Yeah, you sound like Mel Brooks pretending to be an old man.
Let's see.
I say pretending to be because Mel Brooks is secretly an ancient immortal.
So, about a half hour... Takes you about 45 minutes at this pace to get to the poorer districts of the city. Doravan,
Me.
as you go along the way, you'll notice that a handful of shops are closed. Roll me a
That's
quick
not
history
good.
check.
Hot any bonuses for my,
+2. There's a niggling of familiarity in your brain.
Yes. Okay! I'm glad I actually put ranks into knowledge history. Well, so much for that!
And your only thought is, well, someone must have died.
Can I roll a knowledge local?
Bloody amnesia.
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to also roll knowledge local.
Mm-hmm.
What?
There we go,
First roll
Thomas.
is Thomas!
You're recognizing several of these storefronts. They belong to a few of the people who were in the pillar. But there are also some other buildings, houses, that seem to be uninhabited.
Wow.
I'm just gonna walk up to those houses.
Alright. You approach
Is
one.
there a well?
Yeah, there is a well.
Okay, first I want to look at the house.
Alright. Roll, yeah, just give me a perception on the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Shizzy.
Dorvan's gonna go check the well water.
Alright, one
Like,
moment.
he's gonna use
Jala.
his...
As you look at the cottage, right on your back says, "What a cozy little cottage with every little thing you need for everyday life."
Okay. Shizzy's gonna do go to the well as well. Two,
Okay.
and use craft and can use craft alchemy to work out if it's the water. That's the problem.
Dorvan's going to use heal to test the water.
Alright, you both can make those checks in a moment. Thomas, what are you making a perception for? And Ramel? Nothing seems
I'm
too out of the
watching
ordinary.
for people watching us.
I'm
Okay.
also looking for chimney smoke. See if there's chimney smoke coming out of the houses at all.
I mean, there's some. A lot of these houses do look to be inhabited.
Okay, that's good. Not as
You
bad
know
as I
what?
thought it was going to be.
There is what looks to be a little bit of dried mud caked on the edge of the roof.
Huh. Where does it get all the way up there?
And I'm going to ask an important question before we do our rolls. Can we use? Can one of us assist the other if we get a good
Only
enough
if it's
roll?
the same skill.
It's doing the same thing.
Yes, but it has to be the same skill. You're doing things two slightly different ways. He's doing it medically. You're doing it more chemically.
So I'm not gonna do the voice all the time, but you know who I haven't seen in forever, kids? Merlin, the janitor. He used to live in that exact house over there. Have you kids seen him recently?
Oh, man, that's why you're senile.
God damn it, Marlin.
A couple months ago, I did.
No,
Did you say-
seriously, that's how Merlin gets away with all the weird shit he does. He just comes in as the most innocuous character possible in most worlds.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and make your rolls, Shezzy, Thoravan.
Okay!
Do I get the? Is it technically using the mundane item thing?
Yeah.
For 30.
Actually, take 2 off of that. I forgot to remove the healer's
Okay.
kit.
Well, Shezzy. Let's see. Let me think here.
I think Chris is trying to say something, but he's coming in like really, really low.
Fuck it, keep the healer's kit. I'll buy a new one.
You there, Chris?
No, I'm here. I was talking with Daniel.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well,
Bang.
Shezzy. First of all, are you wearing gloves while doing this?
Yes.
Good. You're just making sure. With the 30 and just some basic chemical testing, we can tell the water is contaminated with something.
Yeah.
It's
Are
not a
you
chemical
TMI
issue,
thinking?
though. It's biological.
So,
You know, even animals know not to shit where they lay down and shit where they drink.
Doravan, with that heal, and examining Shezzy's results, this water definitely is contaminated with some sort of bacteria. Man.
Between the two of us, can we work?
Some kind of disease.
Between the two of us, can we work out how to get to cleanse the water? Let's just say.
Oh, Dorvan would already know ways to cleanse the water. Unfortunately, yeah.
They're gonna have to get some of the clergy down here to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dorvan looks at Shezzy and says, "You know, I think your wolf is about the fastest of us. Would you and I don't know who else here is fast?
You on
We
the
about our
okay.
two fastest.
Let's see. Also, Rumel, you can go ahead and point that out since you're trying to.
Yeah, it's strange that there's mud on the roof. There might be something walking along the roof. Walking along the roof.
Mud or
Basically, something tracked mud on top of one of the roofs.
Hold
Mud
on.
typically doesn't get on the roof.
Dorvan pulls out his spare medical gloves and hands them to Ramel and says, "Do you mind climbing up to grab a sample?"
Allow me!
Yeah. No. You stay there, old man. He just points at you with suspicion. He still doesn't know who you are.
Yeah. How about go fuck yourself?
How about you go fuck yourself? As basically you see a swirl of fire. How high is the roof? So it's forming.
I'd say it's about the edge of the roof's about 12 feet. It goes up to about 20 feet at the peak.
Okay. So as I basically spend a move action to gather power, I then use my kinetic rush ability and I go up 30 feet above the roof. I just shoot up in a blast of flame.
Okay.
Let me double
Roll me a
check something
perception
I
as you're
have.
going up.
Yeah, motherfucker can fly now.
Oh no, I'm double checking an ability I have.
Okay, Rumel.
Okay.
With that perception, something's been tracking all over this roof. You see this mud all over the roof, around the chimney, and even going over to the next roof.
Something's been falling all over the place.
Cool.
And with
so
your fire burst,
I'm gonna use that.
with your fire burst, as you land with that perception, you can smell it. It smells like burning shit.
So 18 to get up to the roof.
Good enough.
It's just remember when you climb, you move only a quarter of your speed, unless you have something special.
He used that to that jumped up onto the roof.
I can go, yeah, fuck you, and get up on top.
Yep.
Boo.
Well, mine look cooler.
And now
I
throughout
don't
their
know, an
comments, you can
old
smell
man jumping across to get on top of a roof.
Or a fully armored knight just flame bursting his way on top. I don't know, but
I'd say the old man would be cooler to me because
Anyway,
anybody can do a rocket jump.
Anyway, between the
that's horseshit.
between the guy who it burns to piss and the guy who can't get it up, I'd rather not watch this pissing contest.
Exactly. But yeah, I just mentioned though, clearly something from the sewers is crawling on top of this roof because it's just covered in shit.
Yeah, no, you can smell it now,
Literal
Thomason is
shit.
awful. Because his fire burst
Oh.
landed up there and singed a lot of it.
So are you gonna bring Dorovan the sample he asked for?
There is some unsinged stuff on the top of the chimney.
It's just kind of like taking in the full blunt scope of the shit here, dude. Look, there's plenty of shit to go around.
While Shizzy's watching these two doing
But
this,
yeah, I'll get the sample.
Shizzy looks at looks at Dova and says, "What do you want me to do again?"
You and somebody else who is fast needs to go to freaking the temple together. Or actually, can you ride double on that damn thing? No, I'm the only one who could ride with you. God. Yeah, no. Okay, so
Huronk's just gonna look at you.
yeah, Huronk, I know. Probably gonna have to be you. You're probably gonna have to run. I know.
Let's see.
Calder
here.
Long suffering glare.
Calder can carry a lot more now. Shizzy
Here's-
says quite proudly.
You know what? Huronk's even gonna blink after that long suffering glare. He's gonna bring his head down and reach into your belt and grab a piece of paper with his teeth.
There's probably a piece of carrot there for him because Dorovan knows that bone.
After listening to these two talk, Jala just heads off.
Fair enough. Feel free to keep investigating.
Anyways, yes. No, the point is that
No, she's heading towards the clerics because they've literally been
Hold
sitting
on.
here talking about we need someone fast. I have a 40-foot movement speed.
Okay. Jala, then Shezzy, keep up with Jala. Go to the temple. Don't
Yeah.
go faster than her. You two need to go together. Stay together as teams. At least pairs of us.
okay.
Remember, play it smart, play it safe.
Yeah, Shezzy catches up to Jala quite quickly and says, "We can go quicker if you feel like it."
Alright. Considering you're both moving at essentially double speed, you both would get there pretty quick. 20 minutes or so one way.
Hmm.
You'd be able to drop off a note, or even just let the priest know that the water is contaminated.
Yeah.
Radical.
As, of course,
Can Chizzy explain kind of what it is as well?
Yeah, any information that Doravan had before Shizzy left, he would likely have already implemented.
no,
Like,
that's
as he
probably what you'd
was
impart, is
fighting.
that there's some kind of disease in the water, and that it needs to be decontaminated, and there's going to need to be a supply of water down there.
And also the fact that there's shit on the roofs.
Yeah. The old priest at the altar's like, oh, I can't do much about the shit on the roofs. I don't know what be pooping on the roofs. But we could get some clerics down there to clean the water and provide fresh water until that's resolved.
This is why people were getting filth fever.
It is at Chizzy would. Does Chizzy have to add? It's at the request of Doravan, or just they know it's.
They're gonna be pretty likely to know it's Doravan. He's typically the type to make these kinds of requests.
Oh, look, somebody's requesting help in the poor
And
sector.
usually he
Doravan's
sends,
probably
usually
out on the
Shezzy's
fair
the one he
again.
sends off to deliver the messages. She's quicker.
You know, Chezzy walked in the door, they were like, oh look, Doravan sent another request.
Yep. Let's
Chizzy
see.
quickly explains, and well, the pair of them explain. Chizzy explains because it would be and then they say, we have to go.
Well, as the group, so I'm guessing you two head back. What are you gonna do?
Are we heading back?
I mean, we head back to the group.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as you begin to arrive in the area, Doravan. I just need to check something.
I would like to do a test on the sample that
Sure.
Ramel brings me.
While you're, go ahead and roll me a heal check while you're doing that. Okay. As you're doing that, a glob of fresh, muddy gunk that smells like shit flies past you. But you also get your result. With certainty, you can tell this water is carrying dysentery.
Okay.
I was also like trying to scout up on the roof now, trying to see if there's anything like trying to hide around us. Do I notice shit is being flung?
You do see it now.
Real quick, too. If Rumel is going to try and figure out that I'm casting a spell, I need him to roll that perception check.
Yes, that would... yeah.
Well, also in general, I'm not really casting magic. I just influence the energy from the plane of fire. That's really all I do.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Rumel doesn't know I casted a spell.
So I thought
At
you were
all.
saying I thought you were saying I was a spellcaster. I'm like, this is better than magic, dude. That's all I
Oh,
said.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I had no
Ramel
idea what you're talking about. I thought you were calling me. a
Yeah.
spellcaster.
No.
After that failed attempt at something globbing at you, though, feel free to make a check, all of you. Perception.
Perception,
As
yay.
Shezzy and Jala, you'd see this big glob fly past Doravan. Rumel and Thomas
you,
would see
Thomas.
it. Doravan, you get to turn around and look. And Korad gets to look. Okay. Thomas,
Doravan
you're the only
apparently
one
has
who
the
doesn't
power
quite
of
get
the
what
sight.
did this. So, Jawa and everyone else, you see a figure covered in what looks like kind of a sewage sludge as it darts back into the alley.
If I see it, can I cast something?
You can, you know what? Go ahead.
Can I
Pointing at it, saying,
considering that Shez is the quickest in there as well, can Chizzy chase it on Cowder's back?
Not movement yet, but definitely casting.
Hmm.
Okay, my sheet is freaking out. This is fine.
Damn it, roll 20.
Roll 20s, please stop being a pain.
Oh yeah.
So how
Roll
far?
20 between the last month has been nothing but a pain, if you've noticed.
How far between
know.
us on me and Thomas on the roof and the creature that darted into the alley?
To give you an idea, Thomas, you and Thomas are on this roof. The creature darted into the alleyways over here.
So how?
Dorvan was in the street.
Okay. So does this scale actually reference it? Like how many?
No, 5 foot
Yeah.
would be more like 30 to... Yeah, I'd say like 30 feet.
So 30 feet per square.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That worked perfectly for me then.
Tangle. Alright, let me just roll for this thing.
I have to look at
Ah!
thing now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. As it ducks around the corner, you see your plants pull tight on something. As, honestly, yeah, I know it'd be loud enough. Alex, Koran, you hear loud, raspy, bubbly, guttural cursing in Necro.
Who's Alex?
Right.
I'm Thomas.
Thomas.
I don't know how everyone freaking...
This will take a
Oh
little
wait,
bit.
that's probably because I haven't switched my name over yet.
That would help.
It would.
Anyway, I'm just gonna move to the next map where this is going to be a thing. Let me just open that up. Just gonna.
So I was gonna say I'll just take straight up 1 point of burn to move 30 feet to the ground.
Yep.
Just to get closer.
I can't.
I mean, I'll take to the rooftops to get over there.
I can't see anything because I'm.
There's like-
Hold on.
Like, there's like an over.
I haven't moved you to the map yet. Give me a moment.
Doom, doom, doom. Someone want to start playing City Escape at this point?
So we're gonna just change up the music now.
Okay,
No,
good.
good.
It did save.
Alright. So, moving you over. As just one creature is swearing, but two.
Where are we?
You would be coming from this end of the alley.
We can't. I can't see anything. I can only see like.
Yeah, right here. You'll be coming from this direction. The green box is roughly the area of the entangle. I didn't quite get it accurate. Sorry about that.
That's actually... Wow. Entangle actually is pretty big.
Yeah, it is.
Man. No wonder druids are fucking OP.
And rangers also get it at that level.
Oh, they do?
First level spell.
Man,
It's really great.
I haven't played a ranger in
Rumel.
forever.
As you're hopping over the roof, do me a quick perception check as you land. It's not too difficult, it's just good enough. You see the crouched figure as it stands up to look at you. Its rotted jaw falls off.
Or undead.
As these two down here, Alex, you can hear soaring at, God damn it, guys, get us out of this! The boss is gonna be pissed!
I'm not Alex.
Sorry, Thomas. It's gonna take me a session or two to get used to that kind of.
And Thomas doesn't speak Necro.
Oh, right.
Man.
I guess it's just Koran. Koran, you hear these guys shouting about some boss. Now they're gonna be pissed if they get left to be questioned. Just get them the fuck out of here. And I'm just gonna roll something for them to see how quick they act. Okay. Okay. It might be a little bit. You're not
yes,
wrong.
Hogan, these are shit boys.
Now that you're
I'm
close
probably gonna
enough,
smoke.
you can tell these creatures are covered in raw sewage.
So, who's up to kill it with fire?
Corin,
I don't like it here.
go ahead and place yourself. As you would be somewhere over here. There we go. Alright, let me get the turn tracker up. As I'm just going to say the words that start every fight. Roll initiative.
Oh, man.
Remember to click your token, Rumel. I'll fix it once you get a new one up.
I did, and it did listen.
We
Oh, okay.
do
Well,
have
I
to
had one
roll.
function. My bad.
Let me, click. Of course, you know, the initiative tracker shows up at, like, the worst fucking spot. So I can't, like,
Probably all the
click it.
characters.
Alright, let me fix yours, Rumel.
Thank you. So I actually have an initiative now.
And then we just need Thomas.
Yeah. I went to go click it and realized I was on, like, my calculation still
Alright,
of how far it is.
Koran, it's your move. Charging. Remember the entangle. But go ahead.
I like the idea is when you charge into the tingle, you just charge and jump real quick. So you'll get stuck, but at least you'll make it.
Alright, make your attacks.
Tell me a
Yes.
Get mad.
Also, you are
Get
really
mad.
quiet.
Well, no, I can free action rage. Let's have, if I have to worry about the entangle.
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly, it literally 5 feet I can jump. That shit. So I'm gonna roll acrobatics.
Right.
It's like a DC 5, I think.
That's why I'm getting a fucking extra sound.
I'm talking about burgers. Next one.
I know, that's what... Like, I've been debating for the last 30 minutes going, huh?
Let me check
Which it should
entangle.
be, it should honestly fuck up. I don't know why it's not on strength. Because right now my strength is...
Wait, no.
Believe
Break
in
free
Tangle,
is
you
strength.
can make strength check.
No, break free is strength or escape artist. That is correct according to the text of the spell, so feel free to make strength. Either way, you're stuck there. You can still whomp him though.
the acrobatics was more or less to do that little hop, so you could still have your technical full charge without being interrupted for any kind of
It
reason.
doesn't matter anyway, so.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
thematic. It's only if the GM wants it.
Yeah.
You slash it with a splash.
That's fine.
You.
Better watch out. You're in the
better
splash
not cry.
zone.
Remember, kids, the first 3 rows are a splash.
Anyway. Anything else for you, Corin?
Why am I not on the initiative?
No, that's it.
You need to roll that.
I did. I got a 14.
Yep, you are on there.
I don't see my name.
It's under Dora then.
I don't see it.
I do.
I don't
I can't see it on mine either.
Either.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't see it on my screen either.
I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh.
Maybe
Go ahead, Ramel.
maybe I
Your
missed
move.
it.
No, because I don't see. He's not on here. He's not on the turn order.
That's really fucking. I clicked my token, and yet I don't show up.
Where is your token?
You're on my
actually?
end though, so it's fine.
I don't know. Fucking roll 20. This is why roll 20 is like utter shit to me.
Anyway, go ahead, Ramel.
Does that work?
Yeah, that got you on there again.
No, I
Cool.
can't see it. I
He's
can't
Because
down
see
at the
apparently I'm at the
bottom.
bottom.
Now that'd be a 14 and up here underneath Thorvan.
So,
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Ramel will quickly 5 foot forward, activating his flame blade, taking another point of burn, taking a point of burn that act as burning adhesion, and I will slash the Pooh Man. The 16 touch,
That'll hit.
and he needs to make me a reflex save as I come up and just see this great sword size flame blade. I ain't putting up with this shit. I'm just trying to end them as
19.
quickly as possible. He made it. He does not. Did you say 16?
19.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he makes it. He doesn't catch fire. So that's 9 points of fire damage.
Your flames start to catch on fire and then sputter out on the liquid.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You don't know. Anything else for you?
No, that's my full turn.
Jala.
The smell of burning shit, please
Ah.
no.
Yes, as the smell of burning shit fills the air.
I will just.
No, keep things handling. This handling
I'm
was
gonna
great.
dismiss the. I'm going to dismiss the entangle from. Wait, let me think about that.
Please don't dismiss it. It actually is really nice because a majority of them now can't really escape.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If we
The Corin
can keep
has-
those, if we can keep those two immobile, that's a big advantage for us.
Also, he was supposed to roll a reflex save, not whatever you had him roll.
No, he rolled reflex when you hit him with it and failed.
No. Corin.
Oh, Corin.
Corin.
Oh, Corin. Roll reflex then, real quick.
Corian.
Horny ass motherfucker.
Yeah, make sure that you're doing that right. Because apparently, yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Let's give him the correct save.
I'm waiting for my sheet to show up. Hold on.
Alright.
See, this is. I thought I was the only one having problems tonight. Apparently not.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's just oof.
Ouch the oof.
See, those are the kind of odds I normally get, and it doesn't make sense with roll 20.
Yeah. Again, I'm Ooh, wow. I'm not trying to shit on roll 20.
I'm gonna use Evil Eye on the one in front of Brunel. Let me just check something real quick. Oh, yeah, the one in front of Brunel. It needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, Evil Eye. Will. Yep, no, that goes off. Which one are you targeting?
Also, what's the
The one in front of Brunel.
Okay. You just give it a marker. There we go.
It will last for 8 rounds. Actually, no, it will last for 10 rounds because then I'm going to use Cackle.
Okay. Anything else? for it?
Its AC is lowered by 2.
Awesome.
No, that's fine.
All
I just want
right.
to I just want to ask something important. Is that all ACs?
Yes.
No, I think it's just the one.
It's penalty to AC.
So it covers all 3.
That's just the one. Just the one target.
Just
Or
the one
then-
target, but it
I was
affects
I was
the
asking-
all 3 types of AC. Yes,
Okay.
it does.
That's why I wanted to
That's
check.
that's actually pretty fucking broken. Like, if we use that on something that's like way bigger than us, the thing stands no chance.
It is good. It is a really good ability.
It does have a save in a limited time.
Yeah, it's not invincible, but it is really good.
it's got a pretty long amount of time.
Like, it's 3 plus your int, and then Cackle adds what, an extra round?
Just be
That-
thankful she's on our side. That's all you
Yeah, I
have to
kind
say.
of am now. That's... Damn.
Because yeah, like if I catch people on fire, I get huge bonuses to keep hitting them. Like I get bonuses to hit them. They get my DC gets increased for my stuff. So yeah, we all have nasty abilities. I'm just glad she's on our side.
Okay, Dorvan is going to direct Hurong up. Come on, do the right thing. Here.
All right.
And
Gurok
he is
begins
going
to eat pieces
to-
of the entangle.
I'd be surprised if he didn't. And
It's fresh green grass in a city.
yeah, that's a pretty happy donkey. He's gonna throw a fire potion at this, or alchemist's fire at this Scully boy up here at 10-foot marker.
All right. Row.
Is touch in it. I don't. Give me a second. Roll20 is being a complete piece of putz, and my sheet is not showing up at all. I can't open my sheet. Okay, I'm going to reload Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I'm the only one with a still working sheet, I think. But I haven't had my turn yet, so I don't know.
I mean, there were problems with Roll20 earlier. Like,
It's been having
we all had-
problems. They've already mentioned it on the site.
Yeah, I think it was something with the loading or something.
Yeah.
Because I know D-Man and myself had problems with the map, like, in between last week and this week. And now sheets are all buggy. It's probably something in the API. God, that sounded way nerdier than I wanted it to.
Yeah, the map was white. Let's just say. Yeah.
Well, that was my mistake. I accidentally deleted it and had to put it back.
Oh,
Oh,
I
What
wish
about
you would
which
have
one?
told me that. I wish you would have told me that.
No, I've
'Cause I
realized I've
sent
been
a
having
whole
storage
request.
issues in Full 20.
Okay. 'Cause I sent a
Okay,
help
so-
request.
Hold on. Right, that's what I'm doing. I'm making a ranged attack. Does a 13 hit the touch AC?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Alright.
Hold on. Not only does it do the 2 damage, the skeleton now needs to make a reflex save, but I can't remember the DC for it. Let me see if I put it on the item.
Oh, this is no skeleton.
Well, whatever it is.
I will
Like a
say
goth
this.
and shit demon.
Doorman can very clearly see this thing has flesh.
Ah! Shit, zombie.
Yeah, like I said, Ramel's just looking at it. It's like a awful shit demon.
Well, shit.
Chizzy says very clearly
What the hell?
as she's checking her gun. Are we taking one of these alive?
Alive is far beyond our... Bringing one of these things in alive would be far beyond our mortal capabilities.
Honestly, one moment. Yeah, no. The one directly in front of Corad starts cackling. At the word
Yeah.
alive.
These are shit-covered demons. I don't want to fucking keep them alive.
They aren't alive for us to keep them
Intact.
alive.
Intact.
Nope. We do not want them in Okay, the reflex save is DC 15 to avoid to avoid being caught on
Okay,
fire.
that one's caught on fire too.
Oh look, it's a burning shit zombie.
I have a serious question for y'all. Do you guys actually know how badly shit on fire smells? Burning
Oh, yeah,
shit. Do
no.
you have any idea how
Don't
much?
fucking
that
remind me. I'm
smell-
trying to eat now. Shush.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
filth covered, man.
I'm sorry, but that just oh. Why?
They
guys?
hurt. That one laughed at me.
Well, to be fair, it depends
She
on
pointed to the one that's
and
now on fire.
the
That one was
shit.
laughed. That one just laughed at the word alive.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. Alright then, Doravan, that it for you?
I think so. That's my move and my...
Attack.
Oh wait, no, that's Hurong's move, technically, but... Yeah, that's about it. I don't have really anything else I could do.
I've been doing the same thing, Red. See, not since the start. So don't worry about it. That's how I do it.
Actually, no. He's gonna take his move action to pull out a new Alchemist's Fire out of the pack.
There you go.
Out of Hurong battle bags next to him.
There you go. Now, Thomas.
Let's see. I have 40 feet of fucking movement right now? So... fun part is... 5, 10... Yeah, it's 10 feet, 20 feet. And I am considered to have a running start when I do this. So... I'm gonna try and jump onto my wonderful large cohort in this case, because I don't know if we're friends or not.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and jump on his shoulder, jump off of his shoulder, above and over the shit-smelled zombie, so I can provide him with a flanking bonus.
All right.
Also, hey, the Spanish with the Spanish Inquisition, we're fucking homies now.
I mean, sure, we'll call it the Spanish Inquisition and not just a bouncing old fucking man.
Yeah, not the Scrooge McDuck.
Oh yeah, sorry, I apologize. I forgot. It's Thomas and not Alex.
Yeah, like, I hate to do this to you, Chris, but, like, this is the one time, like...
Honestly, I'm tempted to call it the Scrooge McDuck. Just pogos off the heavily armored man.
I just... Give me 2 seconds to double check what I get for, Urban Grace. I think it's a +4. It is for... So for the first jump, it would be a +4. For the second one, I don't know if you're considering it to be part of, the benefit I would get for Urban Grace or not. If it's considered, like, what is it? If it would be considered an uneven urban surface or not.
Also,
Which
what
I-
was gonna say is,
Wow.
at this point, Corin is used to being used as a springboard, so as long as he doesn't feel stabbed as you do it, he'd be okay with it.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Cool.
Boing.
And, I would like to shank the motherfucker.
Alright, make your attack.
Oh, I'm flanking also? So if I
Yes.
hit, I get this wonderful fucking feat. Thank you, stupid fucking, thing. Roll 20, why are you being such a fucking stupid character sheet today? I don't get any extra bonuses. Wait, actually, do I? I think I have a feat that gives me an extra bonus of damage. Wow. I'm pretty sure I hit. Let me... That is. Okay. Wow, I rolled shit for damage. But, I also do get to add in the sneaky stabbings I have. For in total, that's 5 slashing, 4 cold, and 9 untyped.
Okay.
Does my beer mug react?
Also, as I'm jumping over, it's Corin, he's going to, in Necrol here, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
You're just gonna see like the biggest shit-eating grin over Corin's face.
Shit-eating grin, I don't think you want to eat these zombies, dude.
I got the
Anyway, as you do that, you see a bit of the sewage on its back coagulate a little. As you retrieve your blade, the sewage zombie turns around to face you.
Good.
And
I
as it
want
looks
this
at
thing
you,
trying to catch me.
it's gonna make 2 slam attacks on you.
It's gonna
21 and 17.
Try. Fuck that first attack. I'm going to use Windy Escape for the first attack. And I can't use it again for the second attack. But I do believe I do not have anything. That actually, damn it! I knew I should have cast a fucking shield before we even went into a fight. That actually just meets.
Alright, make me a fortitude save.
That's
As its arm slaps across your face.
That's not good.
It got
Wow!
You managed to spit you managed to spit it out of your mouth wasn't open. Good.
Surprisingly. And
This
then that's
one's-
7 points of damage.
Yes. This one
Okay.
will look behind and let out a ghastly "Ah!"
I have a question.
Yes.
If that creature is entangled, did you include the -2 to attack rolls?
Oh, shit.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Uh,
Never mind, none of those are hit then.
I also forgot to roll my
Thank you.
reflex for me jumping into this thing.
Roll your reflex.
Let me roll that.
Hold on. If he rolled high enough on his acrobatics, he could feasibly have springboarded off of Corin and landed there without coming close enough to need a reflex. He only needs a reflex to see if he can leave that square, as I understand it.
No. If Entangle says that if you get into a square, you would still have to make the reflex.
Oh, that's right.
Which, yeah, hate, but it's also really good because wham. So being I jumped over, I didn't have the problem, but jumping into the spot I'm in.
Also, my saves for spells is 16.
Well, I'm pretty sure a 22, because Entangle is a -2 to hit.
So are you looking
Entangled
at your
condition.
total spell DC or your spell level DC?
Not this. I'm looking at it for the level that I'm casting at.
Yeah.
My hexes are different from my spells.
They have slightly different.
Yeah, so a 22 probably still hits, but I definitely did not make that reflex save to not be entangled. Oh well,
No,
and
it wouldn't hit you because of the entangle on it.
yeah, so cool. I take 0 damage then.
So
This
those who
entire
understand
round.
Necro, though, those who hear this thing make a ghastly screeching noise. Those are it. You hear it screech out, "Finish the work, boys!" As you start to see this one climb out of a barrel of brackish water. This one knocks. A barrel falls over and another climbs out of the rotted grain.
Fuck.
Another out from between some crates. Another pops his head up from into the middle of a crate fort.
Ah,
Another peeks over from the roof.
And
This one charges up and stops at the edge of the entangle looking at you. Assessing the situation. And then looks at the others. "Oh, you heard him?" So you here who don't understand Necro is as the 4 on the ground amongst the crates. So 2, 3, 4. Begin casting some sort of spell on the food in the crates.
Can I roll spellcraft to figure out what spell they're casting?
Yes.
Can I also do that?
Yes, anyone can who can see it.
Very good.
21. Shit.
So
that's
24.
Okay.
would this one or this one be included among the ones that are casting?
Yes, and the ones, all 4 in that line, basically. You can see the one in the
Okay.
box fort.
weird ass.
So yeah, feel free to roll spellcraft, Dora, man.
I'm already getting on that. You have patience. This thing is taking forever to freaking load.
Even for Dorvan, that's good enough.
Yeah.
But Jawa, you're familiar with this spell. Even if you probably haven't used it, you know that other witches can learn it. Just putrefy food and drink.
This is fine.
Would Shizzy recognize the spell quite clearly?
Yep, all of you do. All 4 of you that rolled. You now know these are what have been contaminating the food and drink.
Makes sense.
As this fella up here on the roof is gonna step over
And play a
down,
fiddle?
and gonna need. Let me just make a quick roll, real quick. Does a 26 hit your touch, Thomas?
A 26 would hit anyone's fucking touch in this campaign right now.
That's
Alright.
a 26 hit your touch.
I need you to make a
Good
fortitude
God.
save.
What kind of question is that? Can I use the 19 I rolled from the last one?
Considering I let you roll
Since-
the reflex. And no, go ahead and roll fresh.
Aw, damn it. Well, I'm fucked.
Alex,
Chris Luck strikes again.
you are sickened.
Shit. Let me
Yep.
double check.
I got the
That's
pain
what
on
done it.
me.
Oh, fuck. That's not good. Well,
I'm having a shitty
This one
day
turns to
today.
Rumel. Ah! 14 and 15, Rumel.
No,
Bonk, bonk.
not even close.
Ah! As it burns itself.
Yeah, your mother too. So it'd be 6 points of burning then if he's touching my armor.
Mm-hmm.
by
hit.
your burn. Do 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 do.
Plus his own burn damage.
That will happen at the start of Dora then.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one looks about. Let's go see the dog.
You can't see Shizzy as well.
Right now it cares about the big dog. And then it looks up. And then back at the dog. So, it's going to attempt to cross the entangle to get closer to Calda. I never said these things were smart. It's one.
Please,
one
keep
step.
bunching up in a nice 30-foot circle, friends. Come closer, come closer.
And it gets stuck there.
That's right. Keep on coming.
It lets out a frustrated grumble. As it then will look at Shezzy. Do.
Oh no 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 no!
Point its finger. And, okay. So I need to roll. $21 hit?
To AC.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take 2 points of piercing damage.
Burk.
And that would
was that?
And I need you to make me a fortitude save. As literally, the bony tip of its finger shoots off and stabs you.
Ow!
Shezzy, you're nauseated for one round.
What the? Ew! That's a reaction.
It went from sick and nauseated. Wait, what? Oh,
This
that's horrible.
one's sickened, one's nauseated. I should have told the boys to do their job.
I'll move to counter protect so you can add the token to Shez if you want.
Ah, yes, one moment. Shezzy. That'll do.
Okay.
So this boy here who wanted the boys to do their job is gonna look. He's gonna see the little shit with the big animal that's throwing fire. Make a strength check. As he manages to wrest himself free of the entangle.
Wait, hold up. What happened to my turn?
You were before them. I'm moving them as a unit.
I haven't acted this round.
You have.
It's still the same as last
Same
round.
You threw the alchemist fire, and that one dude caught on fire. It's still that round.
As this one will actually now make his standard action. As you hear it make guttural noises in its throat. And it spits up at your feet, Dorovan. Make me a reflex save.
Okay. Can I use Hurong's reflex save on that?
Oh yeah, it would
Considering
be.
I'm riding Hurong?
Ah, shit, you're right. So roll Hurong's reflex since you're riding in.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Okay. Hurong manages to avoid the sticky, disgusting spit up. Alright, Chezzy. At the top of your sheet, you should be able to apply the nauseated condition.
Were what they use spells, by the way?
Hmm?
Were what they use spells?
Yes, these are spells.
Uh,
Or rather, spell-like abilities.
the problem is with that, yeah, tokens just done thing about, did they have to make concentration checks, don't they?
But then, oh yeah, you're... fuck.
Yeah.
No, I'll roll those concentrations one moment. Because they have a stat for that, thankfully.
The only one that wouldn't is the one that hit me, because he's not in the,
Yeah,
thing.
there's only two
DC
that need
hit.
it.
15 plus spell level, which is what?
Okay, no, they're fine.
16 to 17.
One barely
for
scraped
one
by and one
first level,
flew by
second
with
level.
flying colors.
Derp,
Shezzy,
derp.
don't forget to set your nauseated condition for the round.
I have.
Alright, it's up to you then.
First, she's gonna clear throat, you know, getting a bit sick, sicky, and say, and say as clearly as she can, pointing at the, past the, and at the basically for at the back, so the ones who weren't watching them, didn't pass a check, say get them. They're poisoning the food. This is to this is mainly for the sake of
Well, nobody, because we all passed our test.
We're all engaged with, like, several other people.
I know
Anyway.
that, like, someone didn't do a spellcraft check.
Doesn't matter.
Was it Thomas?
We all know.
We
all
all
passed.
know, D-Man. It's
We all passed.
we're all
Somebody
engaged with other shit.
Somebody whispered their role to the GM. That's why you didn't see it. Don't worry about it. The GM knows.
Move counter 5 foot forward. Load a make the bullet an alchemical ordnance and fire at the.
Don't
At the one
forget,
that-
when you're nauseated, you only get your move action. If you're actually nauseated, you only get a move action. Your character's too busy trying not to throw up. That's
Not
why I
his
said.
mount.
Yeah, that's why I was asking: is there a difference between the sickened and nauseated, or did you accidentally?
Since Calda's moving, it's fine.
Yeah, Calder can. Yeah, her mount can do whatever he wants. It's just she can't shoot right now. She's too busy being sick. It's literally nauseated is a horrible condition to get. It can literally just zap what you can do. Sicken just gives you a penalty, but nauseated literally takes your turn away. Yeah, that's why I was asking to make sure that was right.
Exactly. So.
I didn't know there was a difference.
There is.
So, best.
If you
Yeah,
have remove
that's
sickness,
really
it'll help
nothing
her with
you
it.
can do.
Yeah. Somebody just needs to get to her with, like, remove sickness to help her get over it.
Yeah. She moves forward,
Really?
and as soon as you see her move counter forward, her face goes, yeah. Her face goes very
The
weird.
wolf stepped forward. She stops suddenly, and Shezzy leans over the side of the horse and paints the flagstones.
Yeah, go. You've never seen a white rat go green until now.
Oh my god.
It ain't easy.
She just goes, I
being
barked
green.
on an anthill. They're pissed.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Can Shizzy do something with her hand once she's finished vomiting for a second?
Depends on what it
You
is.
still got a move action, so
Technically, yeah, she's done the move action. She's gonna flip the bird at the one that did the.
who did
The
the
international
sickening?
side of you asshole.
I was gonna say, Counter can still run up and bite it, technically, if you want him to. He doesn't care about sickness.
Yes, but they called it smell like a sewer couch.
At least he doesn't taste the sewer couch that he is now smelling like.
Anyway, is that it for you, Shezzy?
That actually not a bad idea. Because yes, technically, Shezzy can jump clear and shoot from basically from away from the what's it called? Away from the entanglement. Yeah. While Calder goes in and basically makes sure that these things don't stand up.
That is pretty good, and he's pretty good at reflex. He'll most likely be able to run through it.
Yeah. So Shezzy's gonna in fact move to about there. Once she's vomited over the side. Climbed off very slowly, very gingerly, and says, Calder, and points at the one that got the did it. Attack.
Oh, it hurt.
Calder leaps
That
in.
hurt.
Yes. Reflex save, you say?
It would
Yeah,
be
it's a
to go
reflex.
into the entangle.
Yeah. Where's reflex? The +5, which isn't bad.
Yeah. Had some grabby grass.
Tis. Can I still do an attack?
Yeah, you
Still
take a
in-
-2.
Still in munching range, though.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
In like a few minutes, I'm gonna have to run downstairs for a couple minutes.
I
to grab
did
things.
take a minus. I did take the -2 off.
Yeah. No,
No.
wouldn't hit.
But at least now he's being threatened, so if he keeps on trying to do the spell, like, he has somebody to try and stop him.
That's a fact.
Okay, PewDiePie.
All right.
All I can really do is swing on the fucking guy in front of me, 'cause I can't really move.
Doesn't he get a strength check each turn to
Yeah, you
break
can make
free
a
of the
strength
entangle?
check in order to try and move.
You can make a strength or escape artist to break free.
Yeah, but then fuck the other stuff, so I'm just literally gonna kill the guy in front of me and then worry about it.
That makes sense. He's more of a threat at the moment, anyway.
He goes chop chop. Shit demon dealt with.
Well then. With a splatter, a splash, and a splorch, there's now a pile of rotting meat and shit.
It's my turn. Like, I'll leave my axe, like, out. So that way Thomas, this new old man that just joined us,
Alright.
can use my axe as a leverage point to try to get out of the entangle.
Rumel.
I do have a very good idea about the one fighting on the roof. Why can't you kick him into the tangles?
Good hit, Rumel. Good hit.
So I didn't realize. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, I said I was going to hit him real quick with my flame blade. How does he look after I hit him?
Well, he's looking like he's half baked.
Oh, because what else can I do? Not much else.
Kick him off the roof?
No, that just takes too long.
This is Sparta.
No.
Into the brambles that he's going to get trapped in.
Why do I?
I'm pretty sure he can float above it, right? With his fire shit.
It's is I don't want to leave a live target, and then because I want to go get this guy back here, and fucking wrangle them back, wrangle all of them in towards the entanglement.
Hmm.
Doravan would like to encourage any plan that involves getting all of them tangled in that mesh, because that puts them all within 30 feet of Doravan.
Well, actually, if Dorvan would like to try and pulse this guy on his turn and try to get rid of him, since he looks pretty beat up already. So I would like to take my move action and move basically 30, at least as far as I can, towards this edge of the roof. Perfect. While also provoking an attack of opportunity. Like letting the guy hit my back as I run away.
Right.
Wow. Even the rogue character doesn't hit him in the back. I'm sorry, bad joke was bad.
So basically, I'll be ready for next turn to jump on on one of them trying to run away.
Right.
While hoping, like, oh look, 3 points of damage, he dies. Yay!
Oh.
It's exaggerating.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Monsters hide in the forest. Let's burn down all the forests.
What?
No.
I love it. I'm 100%. I mean, no, that's a bad idea. Looks at Jala. It's bad. Bad.
Anyway, save, please.
Alright. There will save.
Or, don't save. That's fine, too.
It looks... The zombie would be cross-eyed if if one of its eyes didn't just fall out of its socket.
So it is evil-eyed.
Yes.
Cool. And then I cackle.
Excellent.
This is what I do. This is my only thing.
Really
Debuff,
glad she's on
debuff.
our side.
Debuff, debuff, debuff.
But yeah, I want to go with saves, but let's do saves for this one.
Good one.
Hello?
Yeah, that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn. I'll be back in a bit.
Alright.
I'm so lazy. I ordered food from like 3 blocks away.
Yeah, I know that
Bro, it's
feeling.
like pandemic. Smartest idea.
Alright.
Well, it's also
Poor
D&D
man.
night, so you know.
Mm-hmm. I channeled the damage undead.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That does 2d6.
Plus 1.
Oh.
I know, that's just healing,
Nope.
so... Okay. Well, good news. Guy on the roof falls off the roof.
Nice. That's exactly what I was
With
hoping
the
for.
very sound Goofy makes when he falls off a roof.
What?
One more time? Do that one more time, Rick?
I'm sorry, was that knockoff Goofy?
Copyright.
Yeah, please. Right, I forgot. Papa Disney. Sig Heil to, Mr. I own everything.
Anyway.
These are skeletons?
No, these are zombies.
The poop zombies.
30 feet. That means all 3 of them get hit. Doesn't it?
They're undead.
Yes, all of them did take that damage.
Mm-hmm.
And with that,
They suddenly know who the real threat is.
Yeah, it's not the guy who backstabs people.
No, it's the guy who goes glowy and everyone suddenly hurts inside.
right then. Thomas.
Oh, that.
Thomas, who feels
All
like
right.
puking.
So in order to do shit, I have to pull myself out. So I'm gonna use the axe this nice, large young man left there for me to pull myself out. As part of, as hopefully I get to do my move action. What was that, Chris?
I'm just running outside to grab my groceries. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have any bonuses for using the axe to pull myself out?
Considering he'd partially be bracing it, I'm gonna assume his strength mod is at least +4. So yeah, roll the
Alright.
+4.
Okay. So a +4 with my -4 equals roll it.
Yeah.
Oh hey, look! I
You're
can
out.
get the fuck out of Dodge. So that's my one move. I'm trading my standard for second move because I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. 10, 15, 20. Are these crates like waist high or am I gonna have to
Yeah,
jump?
most of them are. Well, these right here are stacked about 2 high, roughly, but they're about waist high.
Okay. And if I remember correctly, as part of your move, you can jump
Yes.
up waist high without a penalty.
Yes.
If I remember.
You can
Okay.
go get Mr. Boxfort.
Actually, this one right here next to the building, that's too high.
Yes.
I believe with Urban Grace. Yes, I do. Okay. Technically, I'm still considered to have a running start. So... Fuck it, I'm gonna try and jump on top of this as part of the movement also.
All right.
Double checking.
I believe acrobatics check for that one.
Yes. Okay. The pavement is broken in this alley, correct? Or no?
Let's see here. No, it's
It's-
just it's slightly overgrown in some spots for the most part.
Okay, would that count as difficult terrain for the purposes of Urban Grace? Or no?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay, damn. So that gives me a -2. That now. Would that allow me to get up on top?
Onto the crate, sit up next to the edge of the roof. Yes.
Cool. And that's all I can do.
I see.
Yeah, because, you know, being entangled kind of fucked me over.
Right.
But we killed the bastard.
Well, Mr. Boxfort looks at you, surprised, and then another guttural noise like, "Jerry, get going! Tell the boss!"
Fuck. You know, I seem to put myself into really bad situations. And I'm going to point behind me. There's one up here too! Fuck!
As the other 3 will cast spells as normal. This one will make 2 swings at you. Okay. 19 confirm?
Yeah?
Okay. 17 bludgeoning, and then
Oh,
make me a fortitude save.
How about he sucks my dick, firstly? Since I didn't have to use Urban Grace on the other one. And, I'm also considered higher than him, right? Because I'm on the crate? So, I believe that counts as he takes a -2 to hit me?
Yeah.
I think. So that's a 17, which barely hits.
Barely confirms.
Yeah, barely hits for the confirmation. So that's 17 points of damage total that he gets. So that would be no fuck you, Urban Grace for 7.
Alright. Roll me fortitude.
Yeah. 1 second, I have to double check what Sicken does.
-2 to
Excuse me. Oh, that fucking hurt. And it does saves.
Oof.
Fuck me.
yeah.
Fuck me.
Okay.
It
Okay,
did,
that's
just
all I
like
gotta
you
know.
requested.
So what happens, Lydia?
Don't worry about it for now. As the man behind you is gonna look at you. Ah, but I have the high ground! And as you're standing there, gotta roll noises. I need you to make me a reflex save.
Poo poo Kachu.
Poo poo
As he
Kachu is
begins to
right.
vomit a viscous brown liquid at you. Okay. You
He
beat it.
misses me, but does he hit his buddy instead?
No.
Just sprays him in the face. Just. Bill, what did you eat?
You managed to avoid
Just
getting
like that.
stuck to the crane.
Also, I'm back now.
Alright.
Oh man.
These two zombies' castings go off on the food. This zombie's casting goes off. 5-foot step. And off the map.
Oh. I tried.
As Jerry runs away. He bravely runs away.
Jerry. The brave Sir Robin bravely ran away.
Leaving
whole
very...
map-
Here's the thing, though. It was wet. There are tracks. As
Lydia,
these two now
that's
turn
good.
around to look at everyone else.
Lydia, the underlay map's just gone up.
Yes, I took care of it.
No,
Oh. One moment.
yeah.
I see what you mean.
Oh hey, I just noticed that too. That's really weird.
There we go. Alright, everyone. Shezzy, you are no
Huh?
longer in your current miserable state.
Okay.
And he has not played a game of Bop the Dog yet. It looks like he's
Is it-
contemplating how to bop the dog.
Can the dog bop back first?
It's your turn, so Calder can make the attack.
Oh, so he's not attacking.
It's your
I
turn.
didn't know
You're making
How-
me attack.
how to still counter attack because I did say attack anyway.
Yes, that's true.
And my
Calder
order did
couldn't
not
bop.
change.
Nope.
Unfortunately, that's a
Uh,
no.
And Shezzy does use an alchemical shot on this thing
Alright,
this time.
shoot.
So nauseated is gone now. Right, okay. So
Okay, that hits.
Roll.
2 bludgeoning piercing plus alchemical ordnance.
Yes. Yes.
Eee.
So you see your shot initially, the primary part of it go in. It doesn't do much, but the fire makes it sizzle partway into the creature.
think he has a...
Oh god, so much burnt shit.
Corin. You know, people are close. You hear windows slamming around you.
You know,
Oh,
you really
baby,
don't know how to
Oh,
not
no.
just burn shit. It's not a pleasant smell. Like, really, guys.
And
Quit using fire!
you know, it's all Corin now.
I'm gonna hold my turn until the spell that's hindering the party that's more than helping at the moment is dropped. So, as soon as that happens, I'm going to charge over here and attack this one.
You could just try a strength to check to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what I rolled on.
What's happened to Token?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
Did she disappear?
No, I was too far.
I have been back.
By the way, doesn't...
That's why I
Doesn't-
that's why I was saying I'm
Doesn't-
holding my turn till that happens, because right now it's like I know what I roll and
What about the
And-
stat on Tomos? Does that not go as well?
also you kind of can't charge through
Rough terrain.
rough terrain.
Yep.
And I think Corin only has like 15 feet of movement.
Corin.
I could 25, but I couldn't do it even if I want. Even if it was, it would have to be not rough terrain.
Difficult terrain, you mean?
Well,
Corin is a bit limited at the moment.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not holding action. So you can go to the next person.
Okay.
Anyway. Say Corin, I guess, holding his action to charge. Rumel, you saw the wet, stinky zombie take off. If he were a thief, he would be the wet bandit.
God.
So it's basically scripted. That one's gone. Don't go after it.
I could try, but it would take you off the map.
Because I can move 30 feet as my move action, and then take a burn, use my kinetic blade rush to move up to another 30 feet as like a charge attack. Because I propel myself forward with my elemental force. Could that be able to catch him, or would it be better just to?
It would split the party and you would wear yourself out.
Okay,
You can
so
always go
I'll ignore
there.
that.
You know your limits
But I'll-
as a character. You would wear yourself out.
But
He's doing a
I'll
full
ignore
run.
that. Yeah, because I'll just ignore that then. Because obviously we're supposed to track the poo-poo smears he leaves behind.
You go to there.
You're supposed to track
and-
his skid marks.
Because basically I will, because he is how far away from me?
We're gonna
35
track
feet.
his path down the chocolate highway.
Oh,
So
God.
that was just simply like jump off the roof real quick,
Yep.
and then just activate kinetic blade rush and just deliver a charge attack to that guy.
Can you not? Would it not be better to do attack to there so you get both of them?
No, because he's barely in my range, and I'm wearing medium armor. I barely have an acrobatics. The best I can achieve is like 5 to 10 feet away from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, you're better off fire bending your way at him.
I'm saying like hit both of them, not one of them.
I can't
That's
reach
Like
that
over the
spot.
diagonal.
There's no hit both of them. What you're
I can't
thinking of
reach that
him
spot.
doing, he can't do. He knows what he's doing. Please leave off, He-Man.
Because the roof is 20 feet high. He is exactly 35 feet from my original position. I would best achieve only 5 to 10 feet vertically to reach the other 30 feet with my ability. So I'm propelling myself to the nearest target to make sure I land safely. So I'm not just propelling myself into the dirt.
Okay.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
My food came a lot faster than I expected.
Wow. as I just strike down with a
Wow.
burning vengeance.
Very
11
good.
point fire, 20 touch.
Very good. You bring
Galaxy.
yourself down on
Whoa!
it. From a distance, it looks small. You realize this one was scrawny. This strike, you nearly cut him in half. He's looking at his arm. He looks disappointed, like that was his favorite. That was his favorite left arm.
Gotta learn we need to use the other one now.
This implies that these guys have multiple left arms.
That was my
No,
favorite left arm.
You don't have multiple left arms?
Jala.
Look, not all of us are human-eating cryptids, Dracus.
I will dismiss Entangle.
Okay.
Or anthropovorous. That's the proper term.
Let me just get rid of Entangle for you. And I will roll the will save for the one you're cackling at. Still looks disturbed.
Question. Has anyone rolled knowledge, nature, or religion on these things to find out if they're really zombies?
It
Don't look at me.
might
I
just be
literally
something
got
that
my
lives in the
knowledge.
sewers.
That is a fair point.
You'd think the healer would do that. As soon as we went, these might be zombies.
Well, as soon as the entangle goes off, my held action.
Well, hold on. Actually,
It just hit me too.
Donovan already did his undead test on them.
Yep, they did. They got hurt by the channel energy. And
They're undead.
and they actively reacted poorly to it.
Like, aye, that burns, you son of a bitch! I'd still like to roll knowledge, religion, and or knowledge, nature, whichever is appropriate.
I'd say roll religion, and I'll give you the results after the fight.
Oh,
Just because I'd like to try and finish this combat.
okay.
Not much, but it'll get you a little something. Alright, and yes, Koran, go and do your held action.
So my held action. So I charge. I'll provoke from that guy.
Alright,
But I get it.
we'll take one swat at you. 24?
24 will hit. It's not
Make
gonna
me a
stop.
fort save.
Can I point something out the moment you get into that position? The moment he swipes at you. Right?
Fort? Okay.
He's
Okay.
now flanked.
You're fine, Koran. Alright, make your attacks, Koran.
Do you want to know why he's flanked?
We already know why. We can see it. The audience.
Doesn't that reduce his AC? Or his
No.
attack?
You just boost the
Cut.
2 hit. Now let him do his thing.
It's only. I'm going for the one that's not flanked because he's not flanked. You guys
Yep.
can kill the one that's flanked.
Uh-huh.
Smackety smack smack.
Fair. So that's 2 for the attack modifier for a fucking charge. Damage modifier 0.
Alright. Oh. Koran. Your attack is stopped. As this horrible, disgusting undead reaches up and grabs your axe by the blade and stops it. Dead. It stares at you with its non-existent eyes.
Happens.
Alright. I believe that moves down to Doravan at that point. That's all that happened in tandem. Dorvan.
Okay. Dorvan is going to ride Hurok
Ladonk.
here,
Alright.
and then 25 feet from here to here to avoid attacks of opportunity.
Alright, go ahead.
I can't.
Doot doot doot. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hold on, let's make sure I got that in the right spot. Teen. Yeah, that's the right spot.
Dorvan and yeah.
I know, I was making sure they're in the right spot before I moved things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I do believe that puts me in range to hit all of them.
Yes, it does. With a whom.
Anywho,
And
what are you doing? Once you get
Dorvan
there?
turns on the light show.
Whom.
Oh,
Roll it.
oh, yes. Super. Okay. Damn it. 2d6. Positive. Energy. And now it should roll properly when I click this button. Instead of being all funky like it did last time.
Okay. Well then. You're about to hit some of the weaker ones, actually, because this guy here was practically cut in half. Shrivels up. The boy who Koran hit here falls over.
Oh, I gotta make sure of something.
Oh, it's magic. You know. Does it also heal, or does it only do
No,
like
it only
the
did
damage?
it in one instance. It's either or normally, but in the fight where he got it, I had it do both.
In that one instance, it was a special, super shiny moment.
Okay. That's because I have never seen this shit for oracles or any channel energy for Pathfinder. That's why I'm like, does it help too?
This is what it does. It just damages the undead instead because it's reverse healing.
No,
Yeah.
the reverse heal was when an evil
honestly, yeah, reverse healing is what a cleric does. I am actually actively healing them. I am giving them life so that they may die.
So if you're giving life, then that would heal.
It is healing them. It is healing them closer to a state of life, which makes them dead.
So then it would heal me.
No.
No.
It's
Unfortunately
or.
not. It should. It
That's kind of.
Should.
But in order to not
Well,
break
that's
the
not it.
mechanic.
Yeah, they make it very specific that you can't do
It's
both.
for mechanical reasons, because if you do both, it basically makes it the most powerful ability in all of the game.
Fuck any undead encounter, you guys completely are nullified, and all my friends get to live long, healthy lives, despite being range around in all your guys' shit.
I'm neck deep in a sea of zombies, but that cleric over there is doing a hell of a job of making the sea level drop.
Yeah.
All my wounds keep closing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, man, if it's healing, that's fucking even cooler. No, it's not. That hurt.
No. if it was doing healing, I would do an extra point of healing on you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad none of us are a Dampier, because, man, we've been killed.
No, they would be in pain.
My evil character is dying.
Hey, not all Dampiers are evil.
Alucard.
And not
Dampiers
all
are actually...
Dampiers are Wesley Snipes.
Hold on. Actually, all Dampiers basically wind up going Wesley Snipes. Story-wise, every time I see a Dampier in a story, every book I've ever seen a Dampier in, the Dampier's a hero and he wants to kill his father. And yes, it's always the father who's the vampire.
Huh.
Always.
Well, that's
I've
because
actually played an evil
the
Dampier.
human body doesn't change when you're a male and you go through vampirism. Whereas for females, you know,
It stops
you
the
have...
cycle of bleeding. Yes, I know.
Yeah, that's... Huh. I've never noticed that.
So, hold on.
But you are right.
The one thing about vampires Twilight got right.
Yeah.
The one thing.
I'm
And it's
just...
hilarious.
I've
Also,
never
that's
noticed it,
because,
though.
Anyway, let's finish this conversation.
Anyway.
Tangent, we'll talk about it later, because I've got a...
Tangent. Chris, message me what you were trying to say so I can read it.
Hold on, I forgot to put down here. There is a DC on this, and I forgot to put the DC down. Give me a second.
Oh. Alright,
They have a. It's not an easy DC. I think it's 16. Yeah, it's 16.
Yeah, but I think it's like will for half.
Yeah, it's will for half. Thing.
Undead and will saves? Oh man, that's a... Oh. It's
It's
not
their-
terrible, but it's also great.
No, it's their one good save in Pathfinder.
Right, they don't have fort saves because undead, and unless it affects objects.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I will go ahead and just roll a couple saves. No, they still took the damage.
Yeah, I figured they would. They don't seem to have very good saves.
They're not.
And they haven't been getting. And you haven't been getting lucky with their rolls, thankfully.
Alright, so Thomas.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna do the one thing I do best. This guy is not denied his dex, correct? By any means?
No, but you have the high ground.
No, that doesn't help me.
I mean, it gives you extra
so-
2 hit.
It does, which cancels out sickened. That's about it.
You have the high ground.
It's alright, again. I have the high ground!
Okay. You slash at him. Slashy slashy.
Is he dead?
Nope.
Pokey pokey!
Cool.
Really?
Then, well, I rolled shit for my fucking
Oh,
crystal damage.
As it'll look
Yeah.
at you, and a necro you hear. As you hear from it, skid marks never die.
I wasn't done yet. I still have a move action, man.
Go ahead.
Ooh,
Double checking. Damn it! It's a standard action for that spell. Fuck it. I can't do the one really cool thing I wanted to do. So, fuck it. I'm going to backflip onto the roof.
Alright. Roll me
'Cause
acrobatics.
that's what I do. Oh, hey, and I'm considered on uneven terrain, and oh man, I'm also considered having a running start. So, oh man, I get a +2 because I get a +4, but
Go ahead.
second, so
You flip onto the roof.
And throw up on the zombie.
I'm just gonna look. Who sees an old guy do a backflip?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you just look all crotchety doing like ridiculous gymnastics.
I was gonna say, have you ever watched any Asian martial arts movie ever?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
exactly.
The old guys usually got the best move.
You are the old man badass.
Uh-huh. And I'm just gonna look at the zombies. No applause? Really?
This one's
Assholes?
just gonna look up at you. This one's gonna look at you. This one looks at Rumel. This one looks from the dog to the armored guy to the donkey and the man on it who's spitting energy.
Oh, he's spitting some hot fire.
Yeah, no, and also his hand gesture for when he's channeling energy at the undead is a double bird.
Fair enough. As this thing's just gonna climb up.
Die harder, you bastards!
And he points at you, Thomas.
Oh, he's pointing at me?
Yes. That one.
Hey! I like that one.
I'm actually gonna... A moment.
Can I Sparta kick him?
Considering he's too far away, no.
Wait,
The guy in front of me? I thought that's the guy who
No,
pointed
it's the
at
guy
me.
down here who's pointing at you.
Oh.
His finger
As-
falls off.
No, it's
His
not
finger
that.
falls off.
It's not his finger that falls off.
His entire hand.
Dick.
No, hold on. His entire body falls off at the elbow, while the hand stays in the air. This spell backfired so hard it killed him.
he goes, kaboom! Splatters his corpse all over the ground. The arm
just-
drops on top of the
This one
splattered
just puts
corpse.
his hand on his head. God damn it, Johnny!
God damn it, Johnny!
And he's gonna take out his aggression on you, Thomas. 2 slams. And he whiffs horribly.
Come on, aces! Come
yeah.
on, aces!
So can I Sparta kick this fucker?
Yes, since
Off
he
the
whipped his... Yeah, go ahead. Roll... Yeah, just roll melee.
The question is, what's the name of this town? Real quick.
Crossfail.
Okay, that's I thought it was.
Yes!
I also have to double check because I do technically get deft maneuvers for free, and I think.
right,
Would
no,
this
this is
be
a shove.
considered a dirty trick?
This is the shoves. I believe it falls under that.
Actually, it would technically be a bull rush.
But I would argue a trip near when you're too close to the ledge could
Yeah,
could
technically
say
it
somebody
could be
falling.
considered-
Yeah,
a trip,
I'll
right?
go with a trip. Go on.
They're
Okay,
really close to the
so-
ledge.
Fair call.
Trip them all.
Yeah, so that would be combat maneuver bonus, right?
Yes. Sweep
Yes.
the leg.
Yes, it would.
Sweep the leg.
Okay. God.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
so- give me a second, because I have to add in for that. Since we're on a roof,
Starfish.
he also be considered unbalanced
Yes.
on this. Okay. So I don't think I get a bonus for doing any special maneuvers for
Oh.
shit on top. So okay. Wow. Actually,
Good enough.
cool.
As
This
punts
is
him off.
fatal. Thump.
As he is punted off the roof. And if a zombie could fly, he would certainly be attempting to right now.
He definitely waves his arms a lot like he's trying to learn all real fucking fast.
As let me roll something for his landing, because cobblestones aren't perfect around here.
I mean,
And-
how high up are we?
Okay.
20 feet, so it's 2d6 leap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's 2d6 lethal coming off that edge.
Minimum.
Not just,
Oh.
because I rolled below the authority mark I was looking for.
Who the fuck is?
Oh, uneven cobblestones. This bastard's taking extra damage.
Oh, that. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
no.
was
Yeah.
not thinking about that.
No, that's extra dice. That's a lot of extra dice. That could
Yeah.
at least double it. Oh
I
my
totally
God.
was not thinking
Due to the
about that
fact
when I
that
wanted
his
to
head
do
hits
this.
on an even corner. And because he fell and... No, you...
I killed him by pushing him off.
Yeah, you did,
Whoa.
because his head just breaks
He
open.
hits the ground and explodes. That's how much damage he just received.
There is a humanoid-shaped poop stain on the ground.
Oh man.
There's no body, but there's a humanoid-shaped poop stain, alright. They're probably never gonna get it out.
I point at the other one and go, I'd surrender. Take your fucking shit and just surrender, dude.
These two look at that.
Not expecting.
And this one
Oh my
is going to
God.
charge room hell.
Next up, things to turn in both
Screaming.
theater.
13. And then a non-confirmed, so that's just a 28. I believe it's just the
So-
28 that hits Rumo.
Yeah, it'd be just a 28 that hits.
So 9, and then make me a fortitude save.
7, as he takes 6 points of burn for touching me.
Oh, quick thought. Thomas, are you below half health right now?
Nope.
Okay.
I've only been
Wow.
hit once, and that was a critical. And that crit is the only damage I've taken.
That's fine. If you're below half health, you're technically bleeding, and then the fact you're injured becomes visible, at which point Doravan has to respond.
Alright, so
I'm
now,
keeping track of Doravan's curse.
I've taken maybe a fourth of HP.
Okay.
Although you look a bit green around the gills.
let's see. Ramel, you smell awful, but you feel okay. This
I
one
look more brown than green.
is going to
Good
take
work.
a single swipe at you, Koran. 22.
Will hit.
Alright, roll fortitude.
That's
Okay. As it
Heavy armor guy
steps
told me
out,
to worry.
incurring attacks of opportunity.
My turn roll count
Yes.
as first.
Kalda also does get an attack up. Kalda and Koran.
Let Calder do it first because you get the free trip.
Well, either way, it's not like
Okay,
Yeah.
roll that trip for
Yeah,
us.
Kalda, roll trip for Kalda. That sadly does not trip it. You do
But it
some
does
damage
still
though. As it makes
Uh,
that, and then
You know?
as
Huh.
it's starting to run away.
Chris, don't forget your attack of opportunity.
He did. It was a 12.
Oof.
well,
With the +2 for flanking, because when
Yeah,
he's moving
even with
out,
the-
he would still be.
Even with the plus for flanking.
Oh, that sucks.
Shezzy,
okay.
Alright.
well, it's my turn.
the skid mark is running away.
I will point out, Calder will chase down that one because her order of attack would still be in play.
Yeah, well, have Kalda make a
Mm.
charge. That's
Yeah.
exactly what Kalda would do right now.
Yeah, actually,
Well,
she's got more than enough.
Yeah. He has more than enough to make a charge right there.
Charge. So -2 to attack, I believe.
No, -2 to AC,
Oh,
+2
-2 to
attack.
AC till the the start of your next turn, but
But
plus
you
two
get
to
plus
hit,
2 to attack. Yeah, plus 2 to attack.
which
Okay. Roll trip.
Yikes!
I'm pretty sure this thing is dead.
It is on the ground as well.
Now it trips. As it's screaming and dragging its non-existent nails on the ground.
Okay, Shezzy still has her movement.
Yes.
And
But
attack.
gap it.
5, 10. I want to move to a position and shoot at it, basically.
Alright. Go ahead.
She only gets 20 foot of movement though, so.
You have precise shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll be fine if you go right there. Then.
Yeah. You
wanna worry
literally
about shooting
just
Calda?
move till you
There-
see
there we
it
go.
and shoot.
They'll do.
Literally, you've trained with Calda. Like, you know Calda stands such a specific way because of its rigid body that you literally just shoot in between the legs when you know it's tripping somebody.
I mean, it's not like he has balls that you could hit anyway, so you don't have to worry about
Shizzy, your gun misfires. Click.
Never mind, Chris. I'm going to do the other thing. So I got it.
Well,
Wow.
Alright
Steven,
then.
you had one job, dude.
not our
Alright.
fault. Your gun was
So how many fingers does Shezzy lose?
None yet.
None!
None yet.
That's when she pushes it.
How many
Right.
whiskers does Shezzy lose?
None yet. Corin,
Aw.
go ahead.
She's looking at her gun like, traitor! Actually,
Since that, I'm
Good clear.
also going for the one that I was talking about, Al.
Yeah, that's fine. I
I'm
figured.
charging the one right behind the fire guy.
Yep. As you get closer, by the way, Corin, as you get closer, you just keep hearing this thing muttering and repeating to itself as it is desperately attacking Rumel and trying to get away. Skid marks never die. The skid marks never die.
Captain Underpants.
God damn it, Chris.
Attack modifier plus 4.
Do it. Whomp him good.
Womp.
Shit.
That did some good damage.
Whoa!
Rumel.
That's about right.
That is bludgeoning at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
then it doesn't do quite as much as you think it does. Remember, these things are fleshy.
They were undead. I don't know. Nobody told Moran shit, so.
Ah,
We haven't seen any difference between weapons. We have a mix of fucking shit.
Well, no, because Koran, like, immediate, when he thinks undead, he thinks smashy, not smashy.
that's fair. You'll figure it out.
I mean,
Anyway, go ahead,
We all
Mel.
think that way.
So I'll take a move action, provoking an attack of opportunity from him to gather power
All right.
to hit him with the flame blade with a burn
Ah!
infusion.
Nope, it whiffs horribly. In fact,
All right.
it smacks into the center of your armor chest, burning its hand.
So that'd be a total of 13 points of fire after.
When it
Actually, that's 16 types. I
Yeah,
forgot the flanking.
no, that'll do it because I'm gonna call it flat-footed after it burned itself like that.
Perfect. Right now, it needs to make a reflex save. DC 15.
Assuming it still got, assuming it still has
Yeah.
an upright posture after that much damage.
No, it falls to the ground, burning away to ashes. As Corin, you hear its final words: "The skid marks never die."
Damn it, I thought it would have yelled, shit!
Well, then, I guess because it's still my turn, as a free action, I'll point towards where the fucking shit smeared one ran away and say, one of them ran away. There, just so that it passes down.
Fair
That's
enough.
the end of my turn.
Ooh. Skid marks never die.
When you try to drop a clue
That
for your
stinks.
party and they laugh at it every time.
that stinks.
Oh, no.
Run away.
I've been paying attention. They're called the skid marks.
All right.
But it'd be Jaws.
So, Jola, it's down to you, and Doravan, and Thomas. Honestly, there are plenty of you. You could probably beat this thing before a big getaway.
I honestly would be surprised if it made it all the way around to
Chezzy again.
yeah.
It won't.
Evil Eye, okay. Oh! Yeah, no, the one on the ground is now screaming and thrashing. You've made it worse.
Wait, what did she do to it?
She's
I
hexed
didn't
it.
hear that. With what hex?
Evil Eye.
Evil Eye. What
Which
effect is Evil Eye gonna
choice?
have?
Yeah, AC most likely.
That's a good question. What do you want it to do,
Since it's
Jola?
AC, it's screwed.
AC.
Okay. Alright
So
then.
the penalty for being cloned and
Doravan.
have this.
Darvan is gonna hop off Hooronk, who is going to come over here and give the angry donkey kick of bestial rage. to
Alright.
its poor, unfortunate soul.
So the animals are working together.
Donkey smash!
The side donkey kick.
He's finally here to kick some.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Go
Oh.
wrong.
Hooronk brings his hoof down. It goes. It comes up with a
What?
disgusting hoof.
Squelch!
Didn't do much.
You.
Anything from Doravan?
Oh! Yeah, give me a second. Actually, given the range,
Splorch.
and that he is...
Might I offer a suggestion real quick?
What's that?
Save your healing. We might need it when we go after the other one.
Okay,
You don't have
That's
to take it,
fine.
it's just a suggestion.
that's fine.
Okay.
So
Darvan is going to move here in like straight line down and then over. The ferret is still in his pocket, which is where it generally remains.
It looks up and then buries its nose in your pocket.
No, it's probably got it. It is probably in the pocket where Darvan keeps his incense. Because oh god,
Yeah. So it's probably rolling in the incense right now.
It's probably high on that incense.
knowing Darvan's incense, very likely.
Anyway,
Just
so
wheezing in
Doravan
your
stands
pocket.
over this goopy beast that is
Okay,
screeching and
and
flailing.
Darvan is going to whop it with his Morning Star.
All right.
Question: Why doesn't he just do something simpler?
Whop
Just
it.
lay on hands it.
You
I'm
bring
saving
your
my
Morning
healing.
Star down. Splorch.
Well,
It's now very dirty and smelly. Didn't seem very effective though.
you.
You're not big enough.
Thomas.
Well, I could Mario jump onto Doravan. I'm not gonna do that. This guy has done some pretty nasty shit to these undead thingies. So,
I think Calder might be able to take your weight, and then you can just jump over the top of it.
nah, because this is gonna... I have more than enough movement to do this. So, fuck it. Jump, hopefully right in front of this thing. Hopefully. And I get a +2. I think I can land in front of it.
Yeah.
And as I'm coming down, can I bring my saber down in
Make your attack.
the most of epic ways. The Jedi ground pound.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. For coming down, I believe it's a +2, correct?
Yes.
Because higher distance. All right. Do I get a bonus for overrun?
I'll consider it as such.
Also, I was gonna say it depends on your thing, because you might actually get more depending on how high you
Also,
Actually,
also the target I'll consider denied its attacks at this point.
I would also
I'm
point out-
flanking,
I would
so
point
I would
out you
still get
could-
it.
You could potentially
If- if
2-day growl it.
Flanking, and it's still prone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it is tripped. So, oh,
You just get shit ton of bonuses.
So,
You get
hold-
plus
okay,
4 to
hold on.
attacking it with a melee attack.
so if he's prone
makes
and
you
I'm
from-
melee attacking him, or would this technically be a ranged attack? Because I'm coming from.
It is a
Melee.
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 You
is
come
melee,
down
okay.
with your blade.
So
Like,
that's
I consider it
a
a
minus.
charge. 'cause
Is it a
With
-4?
how high he got on his acrobatics, technically he could do a falling attack on the creature. Where he literally does fall damage to the creature with his weapon in addition.
I do that?
just lands on the poo.
I mean,
Just
that's why I was like,
crazy.
Jedi ground pound. That's the fucking coolest thing ever, doing a Jedi ground pound. Doing a
there is no
Yoda
problem.
jump.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets poo in their mouth.
Yeah, so,
It's all fun
Yep.
and games until there's a permanent shit stain on the sidewalk.
what are the rules for overrun? Is it like in 3.5 where it's a +4, I think?
You're just trying to run through the person's square, and the person can either resist you and keep you from moving.
No,
and when
that
they do,
overrun
that's
is in the
when they get
maneuver. Overrun is in the condition where there's several people flanking.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think they have that in Pathfinder.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's
It is kind of
shitty.
dumb.
Okay,
Yeah,
Much
this one
like
just-
this combat.
Wait.
yeah. Well, okay. So it's 2 for flanking. I take a -4 for melee into tripped opponent. 2 for charging.
You get +4 because he's prone. That person, when somebody's prone and you're making a melee attack, you get a bonus. Range attacks are the ones you get penalty for when they're prone.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4, 2. I take a -2 for
Sickened.
sickened, so that puts me at a +4.
Don't
Plus
forget,
6
he also
at a
has,
first +2.
and also token Jawa just -2 to his AC, so your result goes up
So
even
it's
higher.
4 for melee,
Mm-hmm.
2 for charge,
Mm-hmm.
2 for flanking, -2 for sickened. So
Yeah.
that's a +6. Okay.
Mhm.
And then this is.
You can do it.
Do I have any extra damage? No,
No.
because that would be
You block.
falling damage that he gets dealt. So that
You
would be
don't.
a
Hold on.
separate
No,
roll.
no. If you're doing a falling attack, the rules as I understand them is that you will not take damage if you succeed on your attack.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
enemy
go ahead.
takes your damage instead.
Oh, that's
so
even
if
better.
you succeed, get that 2d6.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wait.
Hold on. Can I spend an inspiration to negate that?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Pretty sure I had an inspiration. I was actually about to ask that too.
I know I have 2 of them because I've been a good boy.
I know. I think I have 1 from being just all this extra bullshit I've been doing. So, all right.
There you go.
I like
That's more
that
like
roll
it.
better.
Well, roll your sneak attack and your fall damage.
All right. So how high up were we?
She said it was 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, and then
That's 2d6.
2d6, and then okay, so that's /2d6. All right. So let's
That
Um,
2d6 would be your weapon's type of damage as well.
cool. So
Okay.
that's 5 points of slashing.
Good.
That's 8 points of slashing. 9 points. No, that's 8 plus 6, 14 plus 2, 16. Okay, so that's 16 slashing,
Mm-hmm.
1 point of cold, and 2 points of untyped.
Yeah.
1 point of untyped because we're taking the second block.
2 points. Sneak attack.
Oh, right. The sneak attack is also untyped. That's right.
Yep, and I only get it now because of my fucking
Mhm.
True Death Crystal. So, I'm going to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be affected by the cold damage.
He would not.
Okay, so that's 16, 18 points of damage.
16 of it is slashing.
Yes, 16 would be slashing. So, wow, that just...
All right.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you a loaded question. How do you want to do this?
Ooh! Okay, so, which one is it? I think it's episode 2. No. No, it is episode 2. So, in episode 2 of Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
when Yoda does his lightsaber flip against Sidious.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are gonna see Thomas do a running leap, flip, not once, not twice, but 3 times, coming down with his sword, and holding it not only against like you would when you're doing a backslash. God, I know too many action movies. So it's the backwards hilt holding, and holding the hilt as he comes down, and going straight through the center. I want this thing cut in 2.
All right.
That goes everywhere.
And yes, the poo juice spreads everywhere.
Look out! The first 3 rows are a splash zone!
Yeah, it is, because there are 3 people. Oh god, there are 3 people there, and it's a splash zone.
One moment.
No, 2
As
people
the
among
corpse-
them.
As someone in the house over here is like, "Hey, shut up!" 19 hit you. 19 hit you, Thomas.
Yeah?
You get hit with an old boot.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Fair enough.
Nah, motherfucker.
But anyway, that ends combat.
So I start pointing and suggesting we start hunting down the one that ran away.
Shizzy walks towards Calder very slowly, noticing the poop on it, and goes,
She is now
"Yeah."
brown. Now she is now brown. You must change your art. Will never be able to get that stain out.
Really quick, young healer, before you ride your noble donkey.
This is why you
Can you
never
check me out?
upholster your wolf in white.
I might have gotten hit by this thing, and I think I might in my old age, I can't always, be that healthy. Do you think you could do a quick checkup on me?
Okay. We'll start off with a healer's way.
Well,
Really?
you have a hard
Me
time
back to
telling them.
full.
You have a hard time telling the tracks from where people have dumped chamber pots.
Okay, that's a myth.
Skill.
Can I do a perception check?
Let's let Dorvan finish, and then
Dor-
honestly, we've been
Dorvan-
at this for about 3 hours. I think I might call it here
Dorvan's already done him a heals. We're moving
before
on.
you confront the boss of the skid marks.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'll do a survival check.
Dorvan is also going to do a survival check.
All right, go ahead and
And
make your survival roll.
hold on. As an attempt to assist your dear Huronk in his scent-based survival check.
All right.
So Dorvan's gonna ignore the fact that I said I think I got some of whatever they had on them.
And can I
Indeed.
use?
Outright.
Can I do the same with Cowdy using his scent
If you want
ability?
to assist Huronk.
Yes, and also Shezzy's
Mhm.
gonna roll survival as well herself.
All right.
Ah, right. Wow.
Huronk would get a +4 on this, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, that does not include the +4.
Oh.
No, Jesus. Okay, Dorvan's just gonna do this himself, apparently, with Huronk's assistant.
You know what?
Jesus.
And for those who heard the name of these
The
shitheads,
shit things.
could you please roll me a knowledge local?
Cool. Do I get any bonuses?
You know what? This is in the last 10 years, sure.
Sure. What's the bonus?
I'm going to give a +2 bonus to everyone who rolls a knowledge local who has lived here in the past 10 years.
So what did they say? Well, Shezzy asked
No,
very clearly.
local?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were they saying?
Well, piss.
Were they saying
I was
something?
hoping that I'd be able to do a knowledge history, but alas.
No, or did they say skid marks
Well,
in common?
No, they were saying it in Necro. And
Yeah. So anyone?
I would allow history if
So,
it was spread about.
Alex and Corin are the only ones who heard that
Yep.
anyway.
But I'm not Alex. I'm Thomas.
Thomas.
Shush, you Batman impersonating weirdo.
Um.
I'm
Shizzy
Thomas
asked-
Matthews, not Thomas
All
Wayne.
right. Well, Corin.
Shizzy asks, were they saying something?
Well, one sec. Let me give Corin and Thomas their thing here because they've got about the same role.
We did get the same role.
The Skid
Yes, sir.
Marks were a fairly notorious group of thieves in the past. They were known for shitting on the beds of their victims. But they were also known for going through some of the worst places of the sewer. Places where the guards wouldn't follow them due to the smell. Being so bad, it made almost everyone sick to their stomach in moments. It's rumored that they died in their little passage to wherever they hid. Rumored. Also, they were the number you killed here. They were supposed to be a fairly small operation. There might be more.
Can anyone furnish Shizzy with the information about at least the name?
I'm going to look at the man who whispered strange sounding words at me. Did you happen to understand these creatures, young warrior?
No, I'll share what I remember and understand from the languages.
So you'd mentioned the skid marks.
Yep. Meaning now,
Can Shezzy...
Yes, you can make a roll now, Shezzy. And with that +2, oh my god, the skid marks! You remember them when they were little? They sounded awesome! And every time
yeah.
And then he heard about them dying in a shit-filled tunnel.
They died.
Okay, Dorvan will roll a you said I could roll knowledge
You can
history
roll a
on
history
this?
on the town as well. as this is fairly recent local history.
Do I still get that +2?
Yeah. Yeah, no. You're fairly aware of who they were. They were a group of, well, not exactly local. They were local. What you understood, they used to be. They were prospect for the guard, but they all of them have been kicked out for various reasons. But they managed to trick their way into people's homes or scope the place out and then come back later and rob them blind. And they
then
were
shit
known
on
for
the
their
bed.
calling card of shitting on the bed and leaving a skid mark in the sheets.
Wow.
And yes, it is not actually untrue that they are believed to have died in their little tunnel to their hidey hole.
Probably a flood and they drowned in goddamn shit.
Yeah, it's almost as if, they were snuck up on and someone, took a shit in their throat.
Anyway, you look at them, and while you heard there was maybe 6 or so members of the gang, but with this check, and what you know now, you think there may have been at least 4 or maybe 4 times that number of members.
Okay.
They have no idea who their boss would be. They weren't known for having a boss. They were known for working equally with each other.
Ah, so they're the shitketeers.
Anyway,
No, they'd be the turd
I'll be right back. Please speculate on that.
So they're the Three Musketeers.
That's the
That's the
one.
That's the one, the Musketeers.
The Three Musketeers. That's about right.
Actually, I think it would be the Shit Musketeers. Ah,
Oh look, if it isn't the shit Musketeers.
that was.
With that, everyone, I'm going to end the stream here. Next week, we will be confronting their leader.
All right, that was great.